Well, we made it to the end of the season, and what a crazy season it has been as well. What a terrible start we had to the season. It seemed like it took an eternity just to start getting some decent points on the table, keeping our heads above the relegation zone. We had terrible luck in the cups as well. We were out of them pretty quickly. We didn't manage to start picking up some sort of form until mid-season as well. But now we're at the end of the season. How has it gone? Well, I can tell you. If we win our last 2 games of the season, we're in the playoffs for the Premier League. Right, so let's have a look at what has been going on. As you can see here at the table, we are sitting in 6th. We unfortunately lost our last game against Stoke 1-0, but we just managed to keep ourselves in the playoff places. So as long as we do win our last games, I mean, it doesn't mean it has to be a guarantee to get it to stay in. We don't know what the rest of the results are going to be. But if we do win our last 2 games, we are most definitely in the playoffs to try and get into the Premier League, which is just absolutely nuts. We did bring in one more player who was on a free, Carlos Fernandez, just as a backup option up front. Results wise, actually our form has been scintillating for the most part. I mean, we picked up like 5-0 wins against Millwall, 4-0 against Bristol City, 4-0 against Cardiff, 3-0 against Huddersfield, and 3-0 against Watford and Birmingham. We had a crazy 5-5 draw against Plymouth. Yeah, and then just a sprinkle of pretty disappointing results, really. Nothing like to worry about. It's just one of those games, really. You know, 1-1 against Burton, a 1-0 loss against Crystal Palace, a 1-0 against Hull, a 1-0 against Stoke. So, for the most part, our form has probably been one of the best forms in the league. So, is there a chance we keep it up and get into playoffs and potentially even get promotion to the Premiership? I think so. I really, really do. Right, so I'm pretty much happy with that squad. Bit annoying with the little niggly injuries. I don't really think I've got much better options than what we got in at the moment. Just going to have to suck it up and see how it goes. And away we go. Let's get things rocking. All right, I'm going to temper my expectations like I always try and do. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, I'm not going to be I'm not going to cry over it. I might a little, because it's been one of those seasons. After the start we had, to be in the position we're in is absolutely amazing. And you can see the little niggly injury for Ferran then just stopped him from being able to deal with that ball properly. So that is a little worry. What do we bring on? Another injured centre back? I don't know. The next best centre back we got probably says I shouldn't have really sold Olsen when I did, but I did. There we go. Ipswich. Oh, I'm wondering what. That's not how the script's meant to go. Oh my God, what a goal by Bogdan Lupo. And that is the player I'm excited about. Our right back, the future number 1 Romanian right back, comes up from the right side and puts the ball into the back of the net with an absolute thunderbolt of a right foot. Leaves the Ipswich goalkeeper with no chance. Now, the boys are turning it on. Come on. We want a game. We want the points and we want the playoffs. I don't like the playoffs, but I'll take it. I'll take it because, you know, the sooner we can get into the Premiership and just keep on progressing as much as we can before FM25 comes. I mean, the fact that they keep on pushing it back is a bit of a blessing. We don't see it until nearly the end of November now. So I'm gonna keep telling myself that it's a good thing because they want to put out, you know, a more complete package, even though they've taken away loads of features. But they don't want to deliver a half-arsed game. I don't like seeing them get run off the ball and getting balls intercepted. Di Pietro, come on. Hutchinson. Omari Hutchinson with goal number 2. And we take the lead literally on the stroke of half-time. That is timing for you. Go out there and play without pressure. Come on, lads. You got the lead. Control the game. See it out. Show them who's boss. Go on, get tackled. Giles for Ipswich. Brings it back to 2-2. Price with Fran. Gordon. Price. Harrison. No, can't get it on the head of Hutchinson. Lupo puts it in to Gordon. Gordon puts it away. 3-2. Everyone missed the header there. Di Pietro missed it. The Ipswich defenders missed it, and it just fell beautifully for Gordon just to smash it into the back of the net. 3-2. All right, Lupo on the right-hand side. He does get a cross in. Can he find Richie? Richie with his 6'3". Did I mention he's 6'3"? 6'3". Zach Richie with goal number 4. Now we have a 2-goal cushion, and I feel a little bit more comfortable. Lupo on the right. Hutchinson with goal number 4. All right, it's looking a bit more comfortable now. and liking what I'm seeing. This is a good performance and a good the form you want to see coming into the end of the season and potentially facing some playoff matches as well. Too little too late from Ipswich to come back into this game now, and it's going to finish 5-2. Oh, come on, boys, we are almost there. I'm even getting nervy about what to say to the lads. I want to make sure it's the right thing to say every time. So still no more of a guarantee. Everyone that needed to win looks like they've won, so still got to win our last game of the season against Reading. So yeah, we're just gonna have to see how that goes. So I'm gonna get ready for that, and I will see you there. All right, guys, it is big game day for the last game of the season against Reading away. I was doing a bit of calculations, and Crystal Palace are playing Bristol City, who are the 2 teams below us. Crystal Palace being on the same points as us, Bristol City being 1 point behind us. Now, if they draw, we qualify with our goal difference. We're not qualified, so there's got to be a calculation where we don't qualify, and I'm not quite sure what it is. I think it might just be in literal goal swing, and we have such a goal difference advantage that it's probably near on impossible. So essentially, I think we're qualified for the playoffs, but it's not official. So we've got to get through this game, and I like to get through this game with a win. So we are yeah, we're going to try and go for the win anyway. So all right, let's just follow the assistant's lead. My head's all over the place. I didn't even do the lineup. So here we go. We go for the lineup. All right, in goal we have Leo Frey. Right back Bogdan Lupu, Taylor Foran and Henry Fieldson. In centre back Harry Mills at left back, Alfie Harrison and Alan Accra in the base of midfield. Lamar Gordon, Shishubu and Zach Ritchie are attacking midfielders, and Di Pietro up front. On the bench we've got Owen Foster, Tansman Rogers, Amari Hutchinson, Dean Hoy, Lloyd Price, Mikel Mondarain, Mohamed Benoa, Greg Smith and Daniel Lewis. Let's get a result. I'm sure earlier in the season we got a result against Reading, I think, and we get a corner after 5 minutes. Can we find anyone? Can't quite find anyone, but we should be able to pick the ball up again. Foran tracking back. Who can he find? He finds Lupo down on the right hand side. He beats his man, gets a cross in, he squares it, but no one is there. Why no one was switched on, I don't know. And now Reading are trying to break. What is going on there? Fieldson, for some reason, not even taking the ball under his control. Literally, he must have run over it, gone through his legs or something. Like I say, I think even if we lose, I think technically, as long as we don't take an absolute hammering and the other result doesn't get a million goals, then you know, somehow, some way, we should qualify. Oh my God! What a peach of a goal by Di Pietro! Oh, Di Pietro to the rescue. That has got to be in contention for goal of the season. Shishubu loses the ball, and then who's that? Ritchie wins it back. Di Pietro with a first time shot, and it just clatters on the underside of the crossbar, beating the keeper, leaving him stranded in no man's land. And it's it's a peach of a goal. And we are on the attack still with Shishubu with the corner, and the header clatters off the upright. We can't quite find that second goal yet, but we will keep on trying. Did he just murder my player? Oh no. That was a tackle through the back of him, wasn't it? There better be a card for that, I tell you. Get that feeling, Reading are trying to come back into this game. Hopefully we can get through to half time though. Go on, lads, keep going. Keep up the tempo. Give them a bit of encouragement. I know they're winning, so they'll probably not appreciate me encouraging them. It makes sense. You're only 1-0 up. I wish they can make touchline shouts make a bit more sense in FM25. Right, Ritchie. Mills. Can he square it? Mills. And he finds Shishubu. That is 2-0. Yes. 2-0. Half an hour to go. 2-0 up on the last game of the season. And even though it wasn't a must-win game, I want to take a winning mentality into the playoffs. If we're going to be in the playoffs, if we're going to make it that far, if we're going to have a chance of making it to the Premiership, I want to go into that chance on a high, with momentum on our side. And yeah, since we managed to turn around the terrible form at the beginning of the season, it has literally been like a runaway train, the momentum. And yeah, it's been good. Right, we need to make some substitutions. I'm getting carried away with just like blah 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 blah. Right, Alan Akra needs to come off. Dean Hoy can come on. Who else is a little bit tired? Lupo, bring on the young Greg Smith. Probably going to be a weak point for us now. We've literally got no one we can bring on for Taylor Foram because we don't have any more backup. I shouldn't have sold Olsen, but it was just something that I had to do. We have managed up to this point. But how bad this injury is to Filton, that could be worrying. Right, let's just get those two made, and then we carry on. That was a bit of a sloppy pass there by Harrison, I think it was. Right, Redding trying to break through the middle. Trevitt straight into the grateful arms of Frey. Mills down the left hand side. What can we do? Can we get another goal? Mills, oh, can't quite thread the ball through the defenders there, but we get the ball back. Hoy, Harrison to Lewis to Bernauer. Crosses in, but can't quite get on the head. Harrison picks the ball up though, drives towards the box, pass it to Smith, and Smith. Oh! Greg Smith with his first ever goal for Farnborough, and it is a peach. Ooh, 3-0. That's a nice result for the last game of the season. Just peppering the Reading goal there. And that's an absolute rocket. Just fired at the Reading goalkeeper, and he just can't do anything about it. It just ricochets off him and goes in. Absolute blinding goal. A couple of blinding goals in this game, actually. And yeah, there's been plenty of them this season. Really, really good goals and play this season, especially as we progressed out of the dark ages from the beginning. And that is the game done. 3-0 winners. Anyway, last game of the season, we officially finished in 4th place on 78 points. Who would have dreamt that happening after the start of the season we had? I certainly didn't. I thought we would be fighting relegation off for the rest of the season. So what a turnaround it has been. I'm going to say we've got the playoffs to look forward to, and I'm not looking forward to it. It's just, oh, send shivers down your spine. If you've enjoyed that, please leave us a thumbs up. Chuck us a comment in the comments below. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you along for the journey. As for now, I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, and I will see you again in the next one. See ya.